Does anyone need a haircut? Hi folks, welcome back to Desert Adventures in Arizona. My name is Steve and I'm glad you're here. Today I'm going to show you how we do some metal detecting on our property here inside the Ironwood Forest National Monument. We have 5 acres here, and this site and across the road used to be a stagecoach stop back in the 1870s, 1880s. And so there's a lot of old things laying around, a lot of junk, old cans, pieces of wire, but every once in a while we come across something interesting. Also stay till the end of this video. I'm going to walk you around where the old stagecoach stop was. It was a way station where they kept horses. They had a well to water horses, and people stopped to rest there. So be sure to give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Subscribe. Let's go. What do you think, Duke? Are we ready? Bought this metal detector a month or so ago, and we've been looking around our property. We own 5 acres out here in the Ironwood Forest National Monument, and back behind my shoulder used to be a stagecoach stop back in the late 1800s. So it's interesting to look around and see what discards we find, and here's a great example of it. So here's a piece of metal bar that I imagine was once used maybe on a wagon. So you can see it's been broken on the end, and it looks to me like it was formed on a forge back the way they used to do it a long time ago. We find things like, tin cans, which are no big deal, but it's still interesting to see these old crimped tin cans. We find rings. I imagine this is off of a barrel, probably. Maybe a bucket, something like that. But it's still interesting to see. And where we're at now is a wash that runs through our property, and we get a lot of flow down here during the monsoon season. So let's see what we find today. Okay. It's an old bullet. So things that have been here for decades, in some cases maybe 100 years, aren't going to be easy to dig out. This looks to me to be an old shear, I guess, hand-operated shear. It's all rusted shut, so it doesn't work anymore, but can you imagine getting your hair cut with that? Okay, we have something here. We're using the pin pointer. Looks like something small. There it is. What is that? Piece of metal? Yep, sure enough. Sometimes you find gold, sometimes you find rust. Two washes, one comes that direction, the main wash comes here, they converge right here, so we should find something in here. So the way I do this, I go on a grid pattern, pick out a spot like this hillside, just sweep back and forth, see if we can pick anything up. You know, on this hillside, whatever will be here, I expect will be pretty deep. Oh, there we go. Something here. Okay, so there's something here. I'll just mark it right like this. Continue on. So a lot of metal detectors have said to try to discriminate against just plain old steel. You know, and they're out looking for coins, and they're out looking for, you know, more valuable things. We're just out here having fun. And back in the 1800s, when the stagecoach was here, you know, everything they built and put together was steel, you know, was forged steel. That's what they made their buckles with for the tack. Okay, that's the... Okay, there might be something here. Let me move this out of the way. Yeah, it was the trailer. Okay, it shows something here, 3 to 4 inches. Pretty wide area. Starts here. Ends here. So it's in this area right here. So let's dig that up and see what we find. Looks like a piece of wire. Still old. Interesting. Okay, she's got something down here. Definitely picking something up on this rock. I have iron turned on, so if I turn iron off, would pick up copper, aluminum, gold. It's not picking anything up, so I turn the horseshoe back on. Yeah, so it's got to be iron. And that pinpointer's not picking it up. Must be something inside. Oh, interesting. Okay, try that pile right there. I'm picking something up there. Okay, looks like you pinpointed on it. Oh, a piece of wire, let me see. Okay, piece of baling wire. Okay. Okay, so Oki's up here working this hillside. And what she found, some more baling wire. So they used a lot of this wire to tie up fence posts and everything. And the way it's twisted here is interesting. So that's a tool that they used, or somebody has really got some strong wrists. But I see that on other pieces of wire we found on our property where it's twisted the same way. And then since we are right up by the road, which I think is the old stagecoach trail, we get the more modern trash. Looks like somebody used this hillside here for target practice. Keystone Light, and it's dated 2016. Okay, so here's an overall shot of what we found so far. Now, in this jar are some bullets and shell casings. The bullets, according to a friend of ours, Roy from Roy and Becky Travels, are actually Civil War era bullets, which is very interesting. So something else that we have found out here is this tin box. Not sure what it contained. It doesn't have any markings or anything on it, but it's got a movable lid. Nothing inside of it. It's totally empty, but if anybody has any ideas of what this may have contained back in the day, let me know. One of the more interesting pieces that we found is this right here. So you see it's got a hook on the end of it. It was forged probably by a blacksmith. It appears to me that this was its resting position when it was working. You can see how it's pretty well worn all the way through. So I wonder what that was. Was it maybe a sign hanger? I don't know. What do you guys think? Anyway, we'll keep looking, see what else we find out here, and I hope you'll keep watching. Thanks. So as I was editing this video, I realized this is just too long. People aren't going to want to sit and watch it for 30 minutes, so I decided to separate the video of the metal detecting and the walk around on the old stagecoach stuff. So I hope you'll tune in next time and I'll show you that. I think you'll enjoy that one. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.